Oh my gosh. Okay. So, yes, this is real life. Um, one of these days, I'm going to learn that I should just, nope, stop. I'm going to learn that I should just plug in the computer when I do these things. Otherwise, I'm going to have so many issues. Anyway, here we are. And then as we're finally getting one thing done, my son decides to put a penny in his mouth because we all know that's a great idea. And then we've got Caesar. Okay, this is, put it down. Do not put that in your mouth. Not for your mouth. Okay, this is what happens real life. Anyway, okay. Yep, you have reintroduced yourself on this video. Now please go and sit down on the sofa, and very shortly we'll work on stuff. We'll work on dinner. Okay, so here we go. Take two. I'm learning all sorts of lessons. Maybe eventually I'll finally learn it for real. So I don't know what anybody heard from the last video, but starting over again, I went to this Grant Cardone event this past weekend, and if you don't know who he is, you can Google him. He's amazingly rich and does all these amazing things, does coaching and all these things. He's got a big event coming up in Las Vegas that, Jacoby, you need to take that shoe away from him. He's going to chew it. But he's got a big event coming up in Vegas that Forbes said was like the #1 event for business development or entrepreneurs or whatever. I'm doing a great job explaining it. Anyway, he's a big deal. He did a free event here in San Diego this weekend, and I'm going to share just a tiny bit from my 10 pages of notes of things that you can do in this year to make this the best year ever. One of the big things he kept saying, do not carry the scissors like that, please. Yeah, he didn't say anything about scissors. One of the big things he kept saying is things don't stay the same. They either get better or they get worse. Personally, I want things to get worse. I want things to get better. I don't want things to get worse. I want to leave the worst like in the past and have no worse going on. I want better, better, better. That's all I'm looking for. Learning from mistakes and doing better and just being better and like everything being better. So from my notes, the 3 things that you can do to make 2020 your best year. And if you would like, hey Mardell, thanks for hopping on. I'm sorry you're watching this train wreck, but it's okay. Mardell's the best. I love Mardell. If you would like my full list of notes, I'm working on typing them up. I'd be happy to share them with you. If you would like, just go ahead and comment below or drop me an instant message, a DM or whatever, and I will share them with you. Number 1 is you need a completely different set of goals than what you've had before. They might need to be way bigger than what you've been looking at. If you are focused on just playing small, that's probably all you're going to do, is you're going to do little things. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to make big, meaningful changes, you need to have big goals. And, that whole saying, shoot for the stars and you'll, shoot for the moon and you'll land in the stars, or whatever that is. You should have humongous goals. You should have small goals, but you should also have humongous goals. They need to be goals that are going to be big enough to actually change your life. Otherwise, what's the point? It's not going to do anything for you. So that's number 1. Number 2 is you might need different people in your life. If you don't have people in your life, and I kind of touched on this the other day, kind of cool, Grant Cardone and I are on the same wavelength. If you don't have people that are motivating you, feeding your soul, feeding your brain, feeding you the things that you need, you will never achieve the goals that you want. If it's a spouse or something, I'm not saying, go and get divorced if your husband is just at a different point in his life than you are, but you need to make sure that you're feeding different parts of you with things that are going to push you to be better. That might mean, please don't chew on that. That might mean that you need to read some personal development, follow some videos of people who feed your soul and push you to be better. You might need to join a networking group or just put yourself in situations that kind of put you out of your comfort zone and are around people that are going to push you to be better. And definitely get that motivation where you need it. Need to be on the, yeah, people need to be on the same page with you and wanting to move forward. Okay, number 3, you're going to need to change your daily habits and change the things that you're doing. What you're currently doing is going to give you more of the same. It isn't going to give you anything better. It's not going to necessarily give you anything worse. But if you want to make big changes, you need to make big changes. Imagine that. So one of the things, and it's right here. One of the things that this ties into, and I've been doing it and I've noticed it makes a huge difference in my life, is writing down goals every day. And I'll pull out my thing. So I have this, the Rachel Hollis Start Today journal, and I really like it. And I think it's great to start off with because it gives you a guide on, how to write your goals. But it's, to me, that's a little bit small. Like this is a normal size notebook and this is like a smaller notebook. So she has, and I'll share a picture of this. I was going to share it. So you write your date and then 5 things that you're grateful for today and 10 dreams I made happen, and then the goal that I'm going to achieve first. So that might not make any sense. It's easy. 5 things you're grateful for. Sometimes it's sunny days. Sometimes it's for a strong, healthy body. Sometimes it's that my kids are strong and healthy. It could be anything. It could be coffee. It could be I'm having coffee with friends. It could be wine. It could be anything that you're grateful for, big or small. You need to celebrate the small things just as much as the big things. And then she has 10 dreams I made happen. These aren't necessarily things that you've made happen yet. These are big dreams, but it's a mental thing. In viewing them as you already made them happen makes it more likely to happen, if that makes sense. And then the bottom one is the goal that I'm going to achieve first. So I'm not going to share all my goals because, sometimes they're personal, but one of them is I keep a clean, uncluttered, and tidy home. So that's one that I'm working on. And another one is that we are proud homeowners, which means we can't be proud homeowners if we don't have that clean, tidy, uncluttered home. So those are big goals that I'm working on, but I'm doing them as I already did them. Another one is I read 15 pages of personal development daily. And, how I'm doing it is I'm keeping them on here until it's something that's consistently happening. For some of these are daily things, but if it's consistently happening, that's when I will take that goal off because, I've pretty much achieved it, and then bring in some other things. So what I'm doing, and I'm in the process of it, is I'm writing down, I went like pages and pages of goals. I'm going to have huge, crazy goals. I'm going to have more attainable, reasonable goals. And I'm going to have just small goals. And I think that's important. And so in my 10 that I do daily, I'm going to have the biggest ones that I really want to focus on. And some might be small ones, like just my daily activity. I want to keep on track with my daily activity. And then also have some of those big ones on, so I'm seeing them every day. But then each month, kind of go through my big, long, 10 sheets of goals and all the things that I want to do. So that's just what I'm doing. So did that get to the end of the thing? Yeah, write the goals as you already achieved. Have people who support you. And add new people. Don't be afraid to go out there and meet new people. I know sometimes it's kind of weird. We're kind of in a weird place in the world right now. There's crappy things happening, but there's a lot of good things happening. And I think, especially when bad things are happening, we really need to seek out the good things and embrace the good things and be mindful of the things that we care about. So that's just a side note. Anyway, so that's where I'll, take it to the end now that I'm all charged up and lit up and everything, with everything that I didn't have when I started the video the first time. If you would like my full 10 pages of notes, go ahead and drop me a message below, send me a DM, send me a comment, whatever you like. And for the 5th time today, my kid's school is calling. for nothing other than to let me know something is going on. Everything's good, but it's been annoying today. Don't call at 10:30 in the middle of the day, the second day back to school, to tell me that there's an event going on this evening when you already called me last night to tell me there was an event going on, because I'm sitting there trying to work thinking that my kids are sick or hurt or something like that. It's not an emergency. Anyway, side note, life goals. Anyway, let me know if you'd like my full notes, and I will send them to you all typed up nice and neat, and we can work through deciphering what they actually mean later. So hope you're having a great night, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.